how the websites are built, the ideal way of building the websites, or how they initially started, right? So websites are built in HTML, right? And to beautify this content HTML page, we are going to use cascading style sheets. That is the
CSS.
CSS. And in order to make the web page functional or interactive, we use JavaScript, right? Anybody who works on these three things, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, they are called as front-end developers, right? So front-end developer career is also very good. Just that you have to feel comfortable learning that skill, and you have to start making a career in it.
Okay.
Okay. So now,
Okay.
second part. So in order to manage this content on the website, you should know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. As a business owner, you might not know these things, or maybe as a digital marketer, you will not know how to handle all of this. That's when you look for a platform or a software that helps you to manage all of this. And that platform is called as content management system. Basically, that's a tool or a platform or a software or a piece of code or a program that's built in such a way that aligns with your front end, that aligns with your front end design or the sections, where you will be able to manage the content, edit the content, or do the changes accordingly. And now this content or information is not going to be part of your HTML page. See now, so if this is an HTML page, so the content will be residing on the HTML document itself, on this .html file itself. But if it is coming through content management system, you have to first store that in database. From database, the content will be rendered to the HTML page, right? So database and backend programming language, learning about the database and programming, backend programming language such as Java, .NET, Python, Ruby on Rails, PHP makes you a backend developer, right? So a backend developer builds a platform or a software or an option for you to manage content of your website. Ideally, building these kinds of website will be very expensive as compared to that of the other alternatives or easier solutions. Second thing is this might take more time because we were understanding yesterday. So it includes the UI UX designing as well. Correct? So now a digital marketer, UI UX designer, website front end developer, website back end developer. So 4 to 5 people have to work on it. Correct? Obviously, it's going to be expensive, right? Expensive plus it's going to take lots of time, and for many businesses, it becomes owning a website becomes a dream. That's when a solution came into the picture. A community or a group of people came forward and have built a solution, and we're going to explore that solution today. In today's class, we're going to understand how the websites are built, right? Yeah. So quickly, let's go to the section. Yeah, that's here. Okay. See, first thing you have to understand to build a website, you need domain name and you need hosting. Make a note of it. You need domain name and you need hosting space. Correct? So I'll show it to you how you from where you can purchase. So you must have seen TV ads as well. Godaddy will be runs TV ads, TV ad campaigns. Correct? But it's not just GoDaddy. Google also sells domain. Zoho sells domain. Net hosting, Netgear. Lot of companies sell the domain names. You can buy it from anybody, right? Any of these players. So, you see, domain names, you cannot really have what's running on your mind. You have to check for its availability first. Can anyone tell some name like you must? It could be your name or something like you want to build a website. Let's assume you will be starting a business and you want to start with some website. I'll just type the same here and see if the domain is available or not. Gautam photo. See, these kinds of domains will be available mostly. But when you look for any, you see brand names like Mintra, Jabong, Flipkart, Redbus. See, such catchy names, Gautam Photography is available, and when you buy it for 3 years at once, for the first year they are going to give it to you at 1 rupee. Okay. So now, any other names? I want to show something interesting. That's why I'm asking you all. If you have any catchy name, I'll show you a couple of other things around this. Like pay, learn pay is not available, but we might be able to help you get it. So this is a brokerage fee. They will speak to the current website owner and they will try to get it for you. But look at this. Uh, 3 lakhs 25,000. Paylearn.com is available, but the price of it is 3 lakhs 25,000. So sometimes the price of it will be 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs, 1 crore also. 10 lakhs, 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs, 1.5 lakh. So why is this so expensive? See, look at this. Teach Bay, 4 lakhs 15,666. Are you all looking at this?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Are you not wondering why is it so high?
yeah, that's right.
7 lakhs 41,583.33.
Because of the age of the domain.
No, 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 not because of the age. So, since you are already an SEO professional and you must have quite often heard of domain age terminology, and you are bringing in the knowledge here again. Okay, it's not because of the domain age. How come age will be there for a domain name? See, domain name is something that must be running on your mind. Ubaya.com must be running on your mind, on somebody else's mind also, correct? From ages. So when it comes into picture, that's when the age starts, correct? See, a thought must be running on your mind. You want to build a villa like with 4 bedrooms. It must be running on your mind. Can you now count it as age of the villa, or will you count it from the day that it's completely constructed and you do the home ceremony? After doing the
Yes,
housewarming, you will count the age of the domain, right? From that day, you will start counting, right?
sir.
But not from the day that you have dreamed of it, correct?
Yes, sir.
So now this name is still in the vacuum, it's in the air, correct?
Yes, sir.
So, see, this is another big business in the industry, right? So, what people do, so there are companies working on this. See, there are companies, there will be large teams, companies will have few tens or hundreds of people working on identifying the catchy names, how people are searching on internet for the domain names. So, what these people do is they buy those domain names and they will put them on the auction, or they will add the new price to the domain. So you also can do the same thing. GoDaddy allows you to purchase a domain name here on this platform and you can put them in the auction. They'll purchase the domain, they'll just own that domain and they will put them on the auction. Pay me 1 lakh and I'm going to give it for you. And I'm going to give it at 1 lakh price. Did you all get that? There are people who make a very good earning career out of this as well, right? There is no guarantee that you will get the customers who will be buying it at 7 lakhs or 1 lakh. Until then they will be paying that minimal fee of 700 rupees or 1000 rupees or 2000 rupees to renew their domain. Even if they are maintaining like that for 10 years, what is the cost incurred? 20,000, correct? If it is 2000 rupees, but anyways domains won't be costing you that much, hardly 1000 rupees. If you are renewing them every year, a .com domain would cost 1000 rupees per year, correct? And now 1000 rupees per year into 10 years, it's going to be 10,000. The cost incurred in maintaining the domain for him is 10 years. In this 10 years of time, if anybody comes to them and strongly feels to buy it at 10 lakhs, that's a very good offer, right? Bumper offer, correct? Correct. So this way millions of domains are being owned by thousands of people. Thousands of people. There are companies doing this. See, companies cost incurred on the domains for a month could be 1 lakh, let's assume, or 2 lakhs. And if they could sell 4 domains each at 2 lakhs, they will be making 8 lakhs, correct? To maintain 1000 domains like this, the cost incurred for them could be 10 lakhs or 1 lakh, whatsoever it is. Even if they sell 5 domains at the price of 5 lakhs, it's going to be 25 lakhs, correct? There are actually companies doing this. Okay. So that's one more. See, now you are feeling like okay, you are learning what's happening on the internet, correct? You would have not heard of something like this till now, correct?
Right.
Right? So
Yes.
yes, so that there are many more things. So people try to figure out opportunities everywhere, everywhere, and this is one of the easy money making method. But don't take it for granted. It needs a tactic. It needs certain strategies around it. So you cannot simply buy any random domain and feel that's a catchy domain. They'll have algorithms to understand what kind of industry can invest on buying the domains. Correct?
So, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Whether it may be .com or .in, .org, the price may be different, I
Yes,
guess.
yes, yes. Obviously, it will be less. Dot in. So look at this dot me. It says 589, but when it comes to a dot com, any available domain, it will be around 1,000 rupees. See, ideally, if it's available, it will be somewhere around 600 to 1,000 rupees maximum. So you could have seen the domain right previous search. Yeah, look at this Gautam photography dot co 999. I'm not going to purchase this, but I'm going to start show how to purchase it. Okay. So it's as simple as how you purchase a product from Flipkart or Amazon or from any other e-commerce platforms on the internet. Just click on continue. Yeah. So look at this. It shows you the domains that you have selected. I haven't added it to the cart. If I add it to the cart, it shows to me here. I'll have to add it to the cart. Let me add it to the cart. Yeah. So make it yours. So I'm clicking on make it yours. Okay. Now when you go to the cart, you will see all the products that are added to your cart. I'm just deleting this, and you see gautamphotography.com for 3 years it's charging around 2,599, 2,600 rupees. If you change it to 2 years, it costs you 1,798. If you change this to 1 year, it's costing you 950 rupees. Correct? So just continue to cart. See, now on top of it, they are trying to upsell other services. Okay, full domain protection recommended requires your approval for vital changes like deleting, transferring, or other unauthorized edits via two-factor authentication. So, not needed. You just go with I don't want domain protection. Build credibility with custom email address manjunath at the rate gautamphotography.com. I don't need that as well. If I'm selecting that, they are going to charge 34 rupees per month. I don't want that as well. So there are many free services. You can configure your domain with Outlook or Thunderbird, and you can start using those email applications. Just click on continue to cart, and here I am ready to pay. So it is showing you some details, and you can see now this is showing you GST and fees 188. The moment I update the GST, automatically the price will come down. See, intentionally, these people every time remove the GST. They want to charge it. GST and fees now it came down to 14 rupees. Correct? So you just have to make the payment in one of these methods. Then you will be owning the domain. Same way you can add hosting. Hosting, purchase the hosting. Okay. So I'll show it to you. Secured hosting. Learn more. See, just with domain you cannot do anything. Even now, many people have that wrong perception. Just by buying the domain, see, buying the domain you can buy it at just 500 rupees for a year, but you will not get the websites, right? Even if you are capable of building a website, you need to have the hosting space as well. You need to have the internet server. right? So web hosting starter, this will allow you to publish or build one website only, right? A website also needs database. A website also needs space, storage space to store data, correct? Photos, images, everything. Shared RAM versus CPU resources and vCPU resources. Shared RAM, see how this works is it's something like this. So on your computer, you will see C drive, E drive, D drive, correct? The drives are different, the content stored on each of these drives are different. And now let's assume C drive is accessed by Sneha, D drive is accessed by Gautam, and E drive is accessed by Priya, and some other drive is by Praveen. Right? Now, though you all are browsing on different folders, and it's visible only to you whatever is there on that folder, but since all these folders, all this storage is on one computer, whatever you do on these folders will be using the RAM of that computer, one single RAM. That's a shared RAM between the four different folders or five different folders, correct? Exactly the same happens with this web hosting. You will have 10 GB separate storage space. Nobody will access that storage space. Only you will have access to that storage. But when it comes to RAM, that's shared between different people, different websites. Correct? And now, if you are installing heavy applications in C drive, opening your D drive also becomes quite difficult. The load times will be very high. Sometimes your computer will not respond properly, correct? That's because of too many applications running in the background. And where does this applications run? Most of the times on your C drive, correct? So there is issue with C drive and it's impacting the process or activities on D drive and E drive as well, correct? The same happens with the websites as well, which are on shared hosting, shared RAM. They are giving it as shared RAM, right? Now this is next level plan. They are giving you shared RAM again. Shared RAM. They are not telling you what is the capacity. Yeah, shared RAM. No, shared RAM also they will tell 512 RAM, 2 GB RAM, 4 GB RAM. But here I don't see that. See, look at this. If you go by this plan, it costs you 35,000 rupees per year. And if you go by this plan, it costs you around 7,800 rupees per year. Okay, so some of these plans cost you just 3,000 rupees also per year. So now look at this. What's yeah, here they would have given. See, 4 GB RAM. And now look at this. In this plan, you can launch 50 websites, and the cost incurred per year is 70,000 rupees. Right? So, but then there are hosting providers. Even Godaddy has. They'll charge you around 4,000 rupees a year. That's all. Not much. So, the first hosting which we have seen, it costs that much only. Standard performance, 79 rupees per month. 12 gig 96 960 rupees for the first year. Okay, so you pay 2,844 today. With a 3-year term plan, you pay 2,844 today. Just 3,000 rupees for the first 3 years. And fourth year, it will be costing you around 8,000. Fourth year also, you will get it at 3,000 only. They will give that package, this package, that they are informing like that. But there are many hosting companies which will offer you at just 3,000 rupees or 4,000 rupees per annum, right? So it's clear, right? So you can add it to the cart, buy now, and same way how you bought the domain, you will get the same thing. Now, once you have the domain, you will see all your products here. My products. Yeah, all your products. So now these are all the domains owned by this account. Okay, so you can buy any number of domains from the same accounts, and any other product that GoDaddy is selling, you can buy or own all of them. So there is one web hosting as well. So now for this web hosting, I was telling you yesterday, you will have the control, correct? So when you click on this manage, you will get to see that control. This is one way of accessing your control control panel, or there is an alternate way, kandrafoods.com/cpanel. For every domain, if you put /cpanel at the last, it asks you for the username and password, and it takes you to the same page. So there are two methods of coming to your control panel, right? So one is by this method from your products, web hosting. On clicking on web hosting, it came to you, it brought you to this section. It's providing certain kinds of details. cPanel login, username, and password. I don't remember. If I remember, I can type something like this. See, so now I can type username and password here, which is there here. First time when I purchase an account, it will give me a cPanel username and password, and I can use the same username and password. This is one method of going to the cPanel by putting the password and username here. Alternatively, you can simply click on. You can go by another method, logging into Godaddy. Without logging into Godaddy, you can just log into your through your website. You can go to the cPanel. Through your website, you can go to the cPanel, or the alternate method is you can log into Godaddy. For me, logging into Godaddy and going to cPanel is easier because I keep forgetting this password. So if I remember this password, I can directly log in here, right? So now I'll click on the control panel. When you click on the control panel, you get to see all the options to manage your storage space. File manager is the place where all your data or content or information will be stored. And here that too, the folder that's connected to the public underscore HTML. You could see the icon here. This is indicating internet. This is connected to the internet. So this is where your websites will sit. So anything that you put, it will be on your local server only, on your server but not connected to the internet. So websites will be here. Look at this. There's so many websites hosted here, right? So in the morning class, we hosted a website called Feb Month. So Feb month morning batch, Feb morning batch. So I'll show it to you how we have built it. febmore.candradigital.com. See, it could have been just febmore.com, but I don't wanted to purchase a new domain. So what I have done is I have created a subdomain. I'll walk you through that as well, how we are going to create a subdomain. So now even before we create any subdomain, first give me a concept, a business concept for what kind of business you want to build a website. Do you have anything as such on your mind now? Simple thing. Pertaining to what? Anybody has anything on your mind? So morning we have built a sorry
Interior.
interior design company.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
A small clinic.
Yeah,
A
clinic,
small clinic.
interior design company. Then a e-commerce portal. E-commerce portal. I'll show it to you later. So first thing today, I'll help you with building the simple websites. Okay. So for that, what you have to do is, see, when you have multiple domains purchased, you have to first add them under the cPanel. Okay. So click on the domains and not subdomain. Basically, how do you add a domain to your cPanel? How do you add your domain to the hosting? So it's not about subdomains, but because we did not purchase any domain now, I'm doing that with the subdomain. Okay. So now what we will do is come back to the cPanel. This is your control panel, correct? So the first step, even before you put your domain in use, is you have to add the domain to your hosting space. Now look at this. Let me close this. Yeah. This is your file manager. So do you anywhere see interior design here? Or let's assume we are going to name it as, let's assume our domain is going to be Fab Evening Batch. FEB Fab Evening Batch, or maybe simply I'll call it as Fab 2024, something like that. Okay. But do you see anywhere Fab 2024 here? You don't see, right? So this control panel helps you to create a file, a folder for your domain, and also a certain kinds of controls are needed for your domain. So you will be doing or managing all of that from this section called domains. So you are going to click on domains, and you can add your domain. So fail to connect to CPU server socket. User local cPanel connection refused. Why what happened? Morning I have added it. I don't know why it's showing some error. So local USR, local cPanel, USR, local cPanel. This is local. There is nothing else. It's called USR. Huh? No, I don't know. I'm seeing this for the first time. So quickly, I'll show this to you in a different morning class. So this is some error. Maybe I might have to speak to the support team. See this control panel, we will have limited access to it, but I can show it to you here. Okay. So let me take you to that. I'll quickly show it to you here.
System, the content will be stored on database. Maybe you can build it in 2 months, and if you're spending 1 lakh a month, it's going to be 2 lakhs. Correct? Correct? So now this is helping you to understand how many pages are. You will not be able to understand what is this index and are you getting it? So lawyers, doctors, you are selling the sites. Great on the search engines. Has to, your products will be to practice for all of us.
Yeah.
That's why
So look at this. After clicking on domain,
24.
it shows you create a new domain. So we have put web batch.
Create a folder in the server which is connected to the internet.
See, we have created web batch here. Domain name webbatch24.conraddigital.com. Okay, and automatically. So let me put it a full screen. Yeah, you could see here. Is it visible to all of you? No, that's what I had done, but it did not take the full screen. Yeah. So now, so after clicking on create new domain, it brings us to this section where you can enter the domain name which you want to create. So, for example, it's going to be gautamphotography.com if you have purchased the domains. I haven't purchased the domain. So, what I'll do is I'll create a subdomain for the main domain. Kandradigital.com already exists. So, febbatch24.kandradigital.com is what I have created.
How many subdomain you can create?
Any number of subdomains can be created. So just that your hosting has to see your hosting plan. See, for every domain that you create, a new database gets created. So if your hosting has limit on the number of databases,
Oh,
okay, so you cannot create beyond that.
okay. So the subdomain based on the database.
Yes. So for every domain that you create, it creates a database as well. It creates an application, new application. So it treats as the domains. Okay. So if it is permitting you to do develop only 10 domains, you cannot create more than 10 subdomains,
Mm.
right? So if there is no restriction from the hosting, you can create any number of subdomains. See, for Redbus, we used to create hundreds of subdomains. So now let's say VRL ties up with Redbus. We had created vrltravels.redbus.in, srstravels.redbus.in, right? We had told them that we are going to create domains for you on redbus.in, right? So after doing all this, you just have to click on. See, look at this now. Public underscore HTML is the folder that's connected to the internet, and there it's getting created. A folder dedicatedly for this website is getting created. Okay.
Default location public underscore HTML.
Yes, public underscore HTML is your default folder or the location. When it's not only with Godaddy, you take any hosting, it will be public underscore HTML. That's the internet server. Is it clear for all of you up to here, or anybody has questions?
Okay, so just one question. This step we are going to do after selecting the name or maybe buying the domain, or before also we can do it.
No, no, no. After buying the domain itself, you can do it. So it's something like
Okay,
this.
and then
Yeah.
here also we have to check the ability or anything. No, right? I mean,
No,
we
no, no,
can
no,
create
no. You don't have to. You can create anything that you want. See,
it.
once you buy, it's going to show up here. Even when you start typing, like Gautam photography, right? On typing
Okay,
G, it starts showing you. You can just select that domain, and automatically a
okay,
respective folder also gets created. And if you are creating a subdomain, already Gautam photography is there. I'm going to create abc.gautamphotography.com, xyz.gautamphotography.com, pqr.gautamphotography.com. You don't have to check whether that's available or not. If it is
okay,
already created by you, it doesn't allow you to create again. Correct?
fine,
Yeah.
fine.
So after this stage, I'll show you what's next. Let me try doing that again. Let's see if we can add it. Sometimes this GoDaddy is a pathetic service.
Also, other hosting domain Godaddy is they doing good.
Cheaper, but not.
No, it's costly, but they do good service.
No, no, no. Everybody has this. Everybody has it. Okay. So next thing, what you do is, so in order to demonstrate this, I might have to uninstall this website. Okay. What I'll do is I'll just uninstall this website what I have created. Okay. So that I can show you how to create a website again. Okay. So what I'll do is, yeah. So I'm going to select this and I'm going to uninstall this website. Okay. So now let's assume we have just created a subdomain like this. After creating a subdomain like this, you will see a folder. You will see a folder with that name on your server. File manager, and I'll go to public underscore HTML, and look at this. Here you will see febmorningbatch.canadadigital.com. Do you all see that? This one? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
now
sir.
let's try reloading this and see what's there. It says you don't have permission to access this course. Access this resource. Additionally, a 403 forbidden error was encountered while trying to use error document to handle. So basically, it's saying that there is nothing in this which you are trying to access. So I'll show you now what we're going to do. Okay. So look at this. We have built a page in the previous class, correct? So this is Feb 24 evening class webpage.html. Now I am going to rename this to index.html. I am going to rename this to index.html. So where is index dot? Yeah, it's here. Okay. So now I'm going to upload this index.html to this folder. Okay. So I am uploading my website using one of the method of uploading content to the server. That is through your cPanel only. Correct. Another method is through FileZilla. I can upload it through FileZilla also. So I'll click on upload and select file. Where is my file? It's here, index.html. Done. So now reload your website.
How do you need to add like
Look at this. Yeah, how we need to.
HTML CSS is a different one, right? So we need to CSS also like we need to add like this. Yeah. No.
Yes. CSS will be within, corrections will be there within this hyperlinks, but CSS is also a separate file. Okay. So now look at this. This is what we have built in our previous classes, correct? HTML5, correct? This is my website or test
Yes.
page, whatsoever it is. Let me open the recent one. Open the recent one. That is index.html. Or let me open it here. Open with brackets. Yeah, this is the test class HTML page built by the evening batch. I'm saving this and I have to re-upload this again. So what I'll do, I'll again select the file. So even before that, I'll have to do one more thing: overwrite existing file. Or alternatively, I'll show you the other options. Overwrite existing files. Select the file, and I'm going to upload index dot. Wait. Did I not save this? I did not save this. Now I am saving this. Now select file. Are there any confusions here? Are you all getting it?
No, it's fine.
Okay. So now we have added additional text to this document. If you all could recall, page built by Unique Batch was the additional text. Simple, that's all, building website. But one thing, if you look at this, is this as good as any other website that you see on the internet? Now look at this. This is looking good, isn't it? This looks good, correct? How do you build this kind of web pages? Again, we all know that we have to build CSS, JavaScript, CSS mainly for this, and everything that you want, plus CSS to beautify the page, to give the borders. Instead, see, this is extreme left aligned.
Hmm.
I want to align it to the right or to center. Now you want to make other changes, you can do them as well. So let me reload this page. Yeah, index.html is here. I can edit this way. Yeah. So edit. So now I'm going to write here paragraph tag. I'll write h1 tag. I'm adding a heading tag. So save changes, reload this. I'm adding a heading tag. Correct? Did you all get that? How you can edit your website real time?
So this is the only one way to create website for uploading HTML.
No, there are multiple web. So now we will understand. See, this is the ideal method of building the websites. But then, see, in this method, if you have to build beautiful web pages, you have to learn CSS, JavaScript, everything. Correct?
Can you go one second up to the top?
So this is your websites folder. You see here public underscore HTML. You have webmod.canadigital.com. See, after adding your domain, this will be empty. These two are default pages, and there will be an error log as well when the website is not at all built. It shows something like that. You must have seen on the internet, right? Contactus.html .com/contactus. Now, if you want to add a new page, I'll do that as well. Look at this, how it's going to look. So I'll rename this as contact us dot, or maybe let me rename, let it be the like this. So let me add that this file as well and see what's going to happen. So anything apart from index indicates that the home page. Anything that's added apart from the index, it's going to be a subfolder. Okay. So let me upload a folder. Select files. Uploading one more file, one more HTML document. Okay. Yeah, web24 unique class.html. So now, with the same name, a page will get created. So now, if I open this, after this slash, yeah, see, look at this, even this page is opening. Web24, let's assume this is about us, correct? Instead of that lengthy name, it could have been saved like this. So let me try saving this as about us. File, rename. Oh, I cannot rename it here. I can rename it here. That's it, yeah. Contact hyphen us dot html. So now I'll upload this file again. Select file. So when your website needs more number of pages, this is how you keep adding. Every time you will be creating a new web page with new information, and you will upload it to your server contact-us.html. I did some mistake. What is that mistake? It's just contact, not contact us. Contact. Yeah. You see, now this page would have been completely about contact us information.
That page replaced.
I did not replace. I am adding more number of files. If you go to the folder, you will see more number of files here. See, index.html is always your home page. I have added contactors.html. I have added web24 unique classes test web page.html. This page is also accessible. This page is also accessible. Now on now on this website web24.canadigital.com, I'll be adding gautam.html. That page will be completely about Gautam.
Remove the contact as means what it will be showing.
Home page.
Only some home page.
So home page has different information. Home page as I am a home page. I'm adding the heading tag. Home page has different information. Contact us has different information. I mean, you can decide to have different information. As of now, we are just copy pasting the same information. Now contact us, I'm going to edit contact us. Let's see what happens with that. The contact us is, so I'm going to edit. Let me edit it here itself. Instead of editing on my computer, let me edit it here. Where is contact us? I have selected it, edit. So now I'll write, this is contact us web page. Body, this is not visible on your web page. You can't see that on the web page. You will see that here. You look at this, I have hovered. This is home page of the website, but it will change now after doing this edit.
This moment we can connect the contact file.
Yes. In the home page, you can connect it to the contact us page. I'll show that as well. See now, in this page, I'm writing this is the contact us page, and you can add any information, any information that you want. Okay. After this, I'm also adding an hyperlink ahref equal to https colon slash slash fab. What is the domain name? Fabmorg.com.
Okay.
Fabmorg morbadge.candradigital.com. Right. Right. I'll write it as home here. Save it, and now reload this page, and you will see this going to be a different page now. See, look at this home is here. This is the contact us page, and you can add any information that you want. Okay. So now if I'm copying this, see what happens. See the best performing platforms, most tested, very well vetted platforms. So that's why it's suggested to use WordPress if you're going by a free CMS. Yeah. Any other questions? Anybody has any other questions? If so, we'll continue this class tomorrow again.
Okay, sure.
Okay?
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.